What's up, y'all? This is my angel Christina, and I'm back with another video. How you guys doing? Today is gonna be like a fun video. So today I'm gonna just do the time I lost my virginity. Yay! It's gonna be a story time. Let's get into this story time, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell a friend. And let's get into this video. Okay, so
I cannot fuck with you, baby, you right. You are not for me, goodbye. You ain't shit to me. Shit to me. You ain't shit to me. Shit to me. You denied everything.
I really don't tell nobody. Like, I've never told like people what I'm finna tell like the world. So I guess y'all, when I lost my virginity, it was like I didn't have one of those magical stories. I don't think really, like, you rarely meet a person and when they lost their virginity it was like magical. You rarely meet somebody, because mine was, it was like terrible. Like, I'm not talking about the dude, like terrible. It's just my experience was like terrible, and like I just we needed a redo because it just was too much going on. Like, okay, so I just want to say I was very young when I lost my virginity, but I'm not one of those girls that they lost their virginity at a young age and then racked up a lot of bodies. No, I lost my virginity when I was 14, and then my mom found out. I'm gonna get into that. I lost my virginity when I was 14. When my mom found out, I was on punishment and I was on lockdown, so I couldn't go nowhere for a year. So I was in 9th grade. So the whole 9th grade year, I couldn't go anywhere. And the whole 10th grade, I think I was on lockdown partial of the 10th grade year. Then I started going outside, but I didn't have sex again until I was 17. I think I was 17 when I had sex again. And it was with the same person. So yeah, from 14, I skipped 15, 16, I didn't have sex no more. Then I had sex again with the same person when I was 17. And I kept having sex with him all the way until I was 21. So from 14 to 21, I only had sex with, you know, that one person. I didn't have sex with this another person until I turned 21. So yeah, so I lost my virginity to somebody that I really liked him a lot. Like, that really was my dog at the point. Like, in a time, like, I was like so in love. Like, y'all just don't even understand. Like, they used to tell me, girl, you ain't in love, you too young. I met him when I was 13. And I just was like, I was just so in love. And I just was like, like, oh my God, yeah, I was so in love. So yeah, I met him when I was 13. We talked all while I was 13. Talked while I was 14. And then one day, I just went to his hood. I went to his hood. We kind of planned it. That's why I ended up going over there, because he stayed over there and then I had a friend that stayed over there. So I just went over there, you know what I'm saying? I, you know, told my mom I was going over her house, and then that's how it happened. But y'all, my experience was just so horrible. Like, I'm not saying he made it horrible, but like the whole experience was like trash. Like, so I went over there for the weekend. I went over there Friday after school. We went to a football game afterwards, so we didn't do nothing that Friday. That Saturday, because I was over there the whole weekend, that Saturday is when it happened. So we talked about it Friday. We said we was gonna do it Saturday. I was so scared. Like, because we was babies, bro. Like, 14 is crazy. So we talked about it, and then he texted me that Saturday morning. So he was telling me to come over. And then, like, yeah, I was so scared. Like, at this point, I was so scared. I was so nervous. So, and then the thing is, when he was telling me to come over, me and the girl house that I was going over, we kind of like was into it. We got into it over something. I can't remember, but we wasn't talking. So, I actually walked over there by myself. Y'all, the neighborhood we was in was so bad. Like, I shouldn't have, as a 14-year-old girl period anyway, should not have been walking by myself. The neighborhood was, it's just like, as soon as you walked out the, cause they stayed in like some apartments. So like, as soon as you walked out, it was like dudes on every corner. Like, they was doing their little thing, you know. Everybody tried to talk to you, like the old dudes, they was trying to talk to you. And it's just like, she stayed like at the front of the apartment, he stayed like, and it ain't even, listen to this, where we was meeting at, they stayed all the way in the back of the apartment. So it wasn't even his crib. Okay, so first, I was just so fucking in love. Like, if I knew what I knew now, I would not have went over there. Only because I just feel like like, him as a dude should have came pick me up. Like, he should have came, not pick me up because we wasn't driving yet, but he should have walked over there to get me, you know what I'm saying? But I had walked over there by myself. I just feel like, why would you put my life in danger like that? That's for one. So I'm walking, I'm nervous. One thing about me, y'all, I have bad anxiety. Like, all my friends know, like, people that I've been around, like, they know, like, it's just whenever I'm fit to kick it with a new dude, fit to, you know, meet up with a new dude, like, my anxiety is so bad where I have panic attacks every time. It never fails. And every time, like, y'all, I get so nervous and I panic so bad, and it's just like, I can't breathe, I can't talk. Like, I really would be like, like, I still do that to this day. Like, to this day, and I was 14 then. To this day, I still, like, if it's somebody new that I'm finna link with, like, I just get bad panic attacks where I can't breathe, can't talk, can't do nothing. So that's what it was. Like, I was walking, I was getting closer, and I started panicking, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm finna do this. Oh my God, I'm finna do this. So I called my sister. So I was trying to talk to her because actually the boy house we was going to, him and my sister was going together. You know what I'm saying? I barely knew him, but he went with my sister. So I'm just like, okay, I trust him. He go with my sister. You know what I'm saying? So I called my sister and I was telling her, she was like, what? And I told her, I was like, girl, I'm finna do it. She was like, what? Like, cause at this point I was 14. So I think my sister was like, she was 17. Yeah, she was 17. So I just was like, I'm finna do it. And she was like, girl, what? And she was just trying to calm me down. I'm like, girl, I don't know. And then the dude house that we was going over, you know, my sister boyfriend at the time, he just was like, mind you okay? And I was like, no. And he was like, you gotta calm down. He was like, do you want to do this? And I was like, I don't know. It was like, y'all, I knew I shouldn't have been doing it, but just so in fucking love. Like, the man said jump, and I was trying to be like, all right, I'm finna come jump, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, y'all, like, I'm like, I'm hyperventilating. I think that's the word. I'm like, oh my God, I can't breathe. And he like trying to calm me down. He was like, girl, calm down. Like, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. And then him, like, my sister and her boyfriend was talking to each other off my phone. So I'm walking around, I'm like, oh Lord. And then as I'm doing that, he walked out of my sister boyfriend's house. So I'm like, and he was like, come on. And I'm like, oh my God. Y'all, I just got the panic, and like, I was shaking. I was walking so slow, and I got my phone back, and I'm telling my sister, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I said, I'm gonna call you back. And she was like, okay. So I'm walking slow, and he was like, come on. And then I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, I'm finna do this. So we walking, because at this point, my sister boyfriend, like, he had his own apartment. So we was just in his apartment, and he said we could use his apartment. So he was outside. I went into the apartment. It was empty. So We go upstairs, y'all. We young, don't know what we doing. You could tell he didn't know what he was doing. He was kind of nervous. So we try to get this shit started. So one thing about my sister boyfriend didn't have furniture. Like, he had a bed in his room, but he had like a 2-bedroom apartment. So we didn't want to go in his room, so we was in the other bedroom. Y'all, it didn't have a bed in there, so we had to get on the floor. Y'all, my experience was just crazy. So he don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm looking at it like he pulling his pants down. I'm looking at it because I'm just like, okay, this is my first time seeing a in my face. So he was like, we was just looking at each other, and then he pulled out a condom. So he was putting it on, and I'm just like, I can't believe I'm gonna do this shit, y'all. So I was so nervous. I was just standing there like in shock, and he was like, you gonna take your clothes off? And I'm just like, mm-mm. That's what I said. I was like, He was like, what? I was like, mm-mm. So y'all, the man really, he had to take my clothes off for me, because y'all, I was in shock. Like, I just was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, y'all, we was babies, bro. Like, so he took my clothes off, and then he was telling me like to, you know, because he had got on the floor. And y'all, this is ghetto. Like, so he got on the floor, he's telling me to get on the floor. I'm just standing in the corner, like, trying to cover myself up. I'm like, oh no, like, no. And then he was like, come on, come on. And I was just like, okay. So you can tell he was nervous. He really didn't know what he was doing. So we got down there. So we didn't do it like missionary. We did it like doggy style. You know, I'm trying to be PG. So we did it doggy style. So y'all, like, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know, like, y'all. And I know y'all probably like, damn, how you lost your virginity with doggy style, y'all. The shit didn't hurt. I really didn't feel nothing. Not saying, you know, his penis was little or anything. Y'all, I just don't know. I don't think we did it right. Like, I don't think we did it right. I really didn't feel nothing. Y'all, actually was laughing. And I think that kind of offended him, because he was like, what's funny? And I was just like, and then he was like, what's wrong with you? So I was just like, so we did it, you know what I'm saying? We did it, and I just feel like it was ass, like, because I was just like, I just feel like we didn't know what we was doing. Like, we was just experimenting some shit. Like, he did, like, he everything, but I just was like, is this what sex is? Like, is this what it feel like? And then I was like, I was like, in my friend group, I was the first person to lose my virginity. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Hey, if that's what it feel like, I don't know if y'all want to do this. Like, so like, my friends was like asking me, y'all, my camera for to go dead. My friends was asking me like, how did it feel? I'm just like, girl, I was laughing. I just don't know if that's what it's supposed to feel like. And they was like, girl, what? Yeah, it was bad. Like, but then we got done, put his clothes on, I put my clothes on. I told y'all I was in my sister boyfriend crib, y'all, and he stayed by himself, so of course all his friends over there, y'all. I walked downstairs because the guy I was with, he was like in the bathroom, and I'm just like, all right, I'm finna go. Y'all, I walked down and then this is me, like, I was just so young, just doing shit. Y'all, I walked down the stairs and I almost had a heart attack. When I tell y'all, it was 10 dudes in the kitchen. I walked down the stairs and they was all just looking at me, and I was like, embarrassed wasn't the word, like, walk of shame. Yeah, like, I just was like, first off, I was scared. I'm telling you, I'm 14, scared as fuck. I'm just like, I hope they don't try to do nothing to me, because there's 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking down the stairs. They all looking at me. And then the dude I was with, he coming down the stairs. And I'm like, so I just ran to the front door, walked out. And then my friend was there. She was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, girl. I was just like, yeah, girl. But it's just like, y'all, the first time, it just wasn't it. Like, losing my virginity was not fun. It was not cool. Like, it was trash. It was terrible. Like, the experience was ass. Like, it was not magical. It's not something to remember. Like, I just feel like the kind of girl I am, my first time should have never been like that. Like, honestly, in somebody crib that I don't even know, in the hood, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it was just too much, y'all. Like, but once we did it again, like when we was older, I was 17, he was 18. Like it was okay then, you know what I'm saying? It's like it got better every time, like, because at this point I had only had sex one time, and then after that I didn't have sex again until I was 17. So it's just like when I was 17 I still didn't know what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Because I had only had sex that one time and then got put on lockdown, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that kind of like, it's like, he was like always my, yeah, he was my first love. And it's like, we stayed in contact, but we couldn't really talk like that because my mama wasn't going for that. She knew I lost my virginity to him, and I couldn't talk to my friend no more either. My mom said I couldn't never go back up her house ever again. Cause one day I was at school and she went through my phone and she saw I was talking to my friend about what happened. And yeah, she came and checked me out of school, y'all. And I'm just like, my mom, usually when she check us out of school, she'll tell us that she's checking us out. She didn't tell me nothing. She checked me out of school. I got in the car. And this how you know I wasn't supposed to be having sex, because she was like, I'm going to ask you one time, have you been having sex? And I'm like, no. And she was like, my angel, I'm finna take you to the doctor so you can get checked. And then she was like, they gonna be able to tell me if you didn't lost your virginity. I was like, no. Y'all, I'm thinking like, okay, no, he hit it from the back. That mean he was in my anal. That's what I thought at the time. I'm like, he hit it from the back. So he wasn't even in my vagina. I can't, that's what y'all, my camera died. So this probably different quality, I know, because my camera look way better than this. But yeah, my logic was no, he hit it from the back. That's what I'm thinking while she's saying, she was like, I can take you to the doctor and they'll tell me if you lost your virginity. And I'm thinking like, okay, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like, oh no, he hit it from the back. Like, he wasn't even in my vagina, he was in my anal. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought from the back meant. So I'm just like, so they ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Y'all, my mama, we went to the doctor. I finally told her, like, as she kept, you know, asking, because she already knew, because she went through my phone. So she knew, y'all, we got home, baby. She tore my ass up when I tell you. Then she took my phone. Like, she took my phone, put me on lockdown for a year. She only had my phone, like, probably like a couple weeks. The first time, I just feel like we was very young. We didn't know what we was doing. You know, we was just experimenting. You know, we liked each other and we just thought, you know, people who like each other, you know, have sex. So we tried it, you know what I'm saying? And it just, it just didn't give. It didn't give what it was supposed to give. Yeah, so I didn't have like this magical first time like I wished I would have had. You can tell I really grown up, because now I be wanting to get folded up like a pretzel, but back then in high school I really didn't care about having sex. Maybe because I will say this, like, when I was 21, that was the last time I had sex with him. And I had sex with somebody else, not the same day, but when I had sex with the second person I ever had sex with, that was like a different experience. I'm gonna just say that it was like a different experience. I feel like honestly, I feel like when I was 21, I was still a virgin. And I'm just saying it on the, like, I never told nobody I was still a virgin at 21, but that's just how I felt, because I wasn't experienced. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do nothing. I didn't learn how to ride until I was 20, maybe 23. I didn't learn how to ride until I was like 23. I didn't know how to do nothing. Let's just say I didn't know how to do nothing. We didn't do a lot of stuff, like, we was kids, but it's just like we didn't do a lot of stuff. Like we didn't do oral sex like throughout from 14 to 21. Like we never did oral sex. We never did that. I never rolled him. We didn't try different positions. Like it was just a missionary dog style. That's the only two things we did. So it's just like I wasn't experienced. Like I'm not even gonna tell y'all about her business, but it's just like we wasn't doing a whole lot of stuff. Like so it's just like that second time, like that second person I had sex with, it was just like I just was like, damn, do it feel like this? Like I was like, do it feel like this? And that's when I turned into like a little nympho, because I just was like, this what it feel like? I was like, this what it feel like? That boy was six. That boy was experienced. So I just was like, okay, yeah, do whatever you want to do to me, baby. But yeah, y'all, that was the time I lost my virginity. Like, I just feel like we shouldn't have been doing it. Like, we shouldn't have been doing it at that age. Like, baby, wait as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait for it to be romantic. Wait for it to be magical. Wait for it to be somewhat special. The only thing I can fully say was I lost my virginity to somebody that I actually love. You know, it wasn't like a one-night stand, or it wasn't like a link up, a sneaky link. He was like actually the person like I was in love with. Like, so yeah, that's the only thing I can say. I'm happy that it was with him, like, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. Yeah, like, but that was the time I had sex, my first time having sex as a youngin'. But I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.
Okay, bye.